The wealthiest people on the planet rarely look outwardly rich, and that deliberate choice is almost never an accident. We are conditioned to believe that money equals visibility. Flashy gold watches, loud luxury logos, and cars designed to turn heads. But the actual architects of global wealth have been moving in the opposite direction. Warren Buffett still lives in the same Omaha house he bought in 1958 for $31,000. It is a modest suburban home that any successful local professional could afford. Mark Zuckerberg, a man with a net worth exceeding $100 billion, has spent over a decade appearing in public in the same plain gray t-shirt. Even Sam Walton, the famous man who built the massive Walmart empire, drove an old pickup truck until the day he died, looking more like a local farmer than a retail titan. This repeating pattern across different industries suggests a shared logic. In the world of extreme wealth, modesty functions as a form of camouflage, shielding a person's true position to protect their most valuable asset, their leverage. The difference between new money and old money is effectively a difference in signaling. New money is often actively signaling, using luxury items to prove its status to peers and to itself. When wealth becomes structurally secure, the need to display it disappears, replaced by a preference for silence that high net worth peers find far more credible. Data on wealth signaling shows a clear trend. Visible luxury triggers suspicion. As luxury becomes more obvious, peer trust drops. Loud signaling suggests a psychological need for validation. To a business partner, that need for approval looks like a structural weakness. Displaying luxury in high-stakes environments surrenders psychological leverage by broadcasting information that is better kept hidden. Inside a boardroom, negotiations are governed by information. The less the other side knows about your true capacity, the more power you hold. A heavy gold watch functions as a data leak, broadcasting financial cues to anyone trained to look for them. An opponent uses those visual cues to estimate your spending limit, your overhead, and your urgency to close the deal. This is why billionaires use tactical ambiguity. By underplaying their resources, they remain an impenetrable box, denying the opposition data to build a counter-strategy. Silence about your wealth keeps every option open, forcing the person across the table to guess your limits. Appearing completely ordinary is a power move. It forces an opponent to play against an unknown hand, shifting the leverage back to the person who refuses to flash their cards. This strategic advantage is the reason stealth wealth is becoming a dominant cultural shift among a new generation of high earners. They realize that loud signaling is a trap designed to impress people who ultimately don't matter in the context of real power. Old money has no interest in convincing the room of its presence. It prefers to let the room wonder. The next time you see a modest car or a plain t-shirt, resist the urge to assume you know the owner's status. The loudest signal in the room is rarely the most powerful one in it. Real leverage doesn't announce itself. It just quietly holds all the cards. If this shifted how you look at wealth, drop a comment with the word stealth. And if you want the next video where we break down the psychological tactics billionaires use to make the other side blink first, subscribe and turn on notifications.